Guys, to our 60-day group. I am so glad that you are here, and I tell you with all honesty that I have prayed for each one of you that is here today. And I prayed that God would send people that He wants in this group for the next 8 weeks, and that we would all come together to support one another and encourage one another to reach our goals, okay? So just know that you have been prayed for this week. A scripture verse that I wanted to share with you, in addition to the one that is posted here. It's from John 15:16, and it simply says, "I choose you, I wanted you, I appointed you, and I set you where you are." Now, how awesome and amazing is that? The God of the universe cares about you and me. It's not a coincidence that you're here today, that you're watching this video. God planned it that way. He loves you no matter what, and He wants what is best for you. And I really, really want you to think about that this week as we dive into this. So, over the next 8 weeks, we're going to focus on what actually is best for us. We will talk about what God actually wants us to do with our bodies, what we should put into them. We're going to focus on specific things that you might struggle with during this group, and how we can rely on God to help us shift our focus and rely on Him instead of ourselves, or what the scale says, or what size pants that we wear. And each day, I'm going to take a passage of Scripture and a portion of the daily devotions from the Made to Crave book. This is mine. And I'm going to end each post with a prayer. And I invite you to pray that with me. It's a very powerful group that we're entering into. And I do pray that it is ordained by God. And I know that you guys are praying with me. So I really appreciate that. If you have the Made to Crave book, that's great. You don't have to have it for this group. You can follow along. I'm using portions from the daily devotions, not from actually the text of the book. So get that if you don't have it, if you want it. I think you can get it for about $8 on Amazon, or you can order it through the Made to Crave website, whatever, however you want to get it. But we're going to plan this week. We're going to prep, and we're going to begin what I hope will truly be a lifestyle change for you. This is the start of a new you. Better choices, a healthier lifestyle, more energy for your everyday life, whatever it is that you are working towards. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you put your trust in me as your coach to get through this, to start this, and I am so excited to get started. So, we are all, I know that anyone starting something new can be scary. It can be really uncomfortable. If there's that fear of the unknown, will I fail? Am I going to be able to do this? I felt the same way. I didn't tell people that I had started the 21-day fix. I didn't tell anybody, even my husband, that I had started a challenge group, because I was so afraid that I would fail. But we all have to start somewhere. So don't be discouraged. Just throw those thoughts out the windows. No matter what point you're at right now, no matter how you got here, whether you just got too busy to take care of yourself, maybe you just had a baby, or maybe a recent surgery, or your health just kind of slowly got out of control, you have made a choice to be here. You have invested in yourself and in a workout program and Shakeology, and you are putting the time and effort into this group. So you are already taking steps to change that, okay? You're proactive and you are on the path to a better you. So whatever it is, I really want you to think about it this week and come up with your why. Why are you here? What are your goals for the next 8 weeks? And obviously, goals should be broken down. You can break them down week by week. You can just share what your goal is for this week, but share what your why is. Your why has to be something that is big enough to keep you going, big enough to make you get up and push play on those days that you don't want to, big enough to make you say no to that piece of chocolate cake when everybody else around you is eating it. This is a process, and your body is not going to change overnight. This is going to be a day-to-day process, meal by meal, workout by workout. You're going to begin to make small changes that are going to add up to big ones, okay? And we are going to make it happen together. The purpose of this group is for it to be a place where you can come every day to check in, Tell us how your day went. Share what you're struggling with. If it was good or bad, we're here to cheer you on, to talk you off the ledge when you want to cheat, and to pray for you and just to keep you going. So that is really what this group is all about, guys. And this is our preseason week. This week we're going to plan and prep and get ourselves ready to jump into our workouts and meal plans next week. Because there's nothing worse than just jumping into a whole program, being, not knowing how to put your meals together, what the workouts are going to be like. So we're going to kind of prep ourselves for that next week. We all have a starting point, like I said, and no matter what it is, you're here for a reason. So today, I want you guys all to think about that. What do you feel like God really wants you to learn from this? For me, it became pretty clear that He wanted me to rely on Him more than on myself to reach my goals. Maybe you need to practice more self-control or focus on what God actually sees in you instead of what the world is telling you. Maybe you're concerned about your health for your family. You want to be able to serve them and to serve others. That is what's going to motivate you. So know why you're here. And this week, we're going to take our before pictures and our before measurements. I know nobody wants to do that. It's not fun. But just think of these as your goodbye pictures, okay? This is what you look like now, but this is not what you're going to look like in 8 weeks. If you stick with this and stick with us, okay? But, it's really important to do that and to take those pictures because you see yourself every single day and you are not going to see the small changes that are happening. So, at the end of 30 days and then at the end of 60 days, you're going to be amazed at how your body will change, okay? So let's do that this week. You don't have to share your pictures in this group. You don't have to share your measurements. You can send them to me if you want to, but just make sure that you have them. Please take them. If you don't want somebody else to take your pictures, use an app on your phone. You can get Timer Cam. There's all kinds of apps on your phone. To say your iPod, your iPhone, if you have a camera on it, it already has an automatic timer, so you can use that. Then we're going to dive into meal planning. I know that this was probably the scariest part for me. I didn't have a clue about meal planning. But we're going to simplify it. It's easy. And I'll be here to help you plan and I'll share my meal plans so you can take ideas from that. And you can check your program guide. Go ahead and start making a list of foods that you know that you'll eat and put in those containers if you're doing the 21-day fix. And on Sunday, we'll all share our meal plans and we'll go through them and I can help you if anything needs to be tweaked. But I want to ensure that you guys get started right next Monday with your workout schedule and with your meal plan ready to go, with your food prepped for the week. And remember, too, this is a closed group, so it's safe. You can ask questions here, and most importantly, nobody here is going to judge you for anything, and we're all here for the same reason, and we're going to support one another and just lift each other up. But know that I will be praying for each of you this week, and this is going to be a great group, and I'm just so excited for what God is going to do here. Okay, so have a great day. Post your why and your goals below, and let's get started.